nice. My name's Jason London. I am a physical therapist and instructor with the Endurance Athlete Division for both the rehabilitation of the injured runner as well as rehabilitation of the injured cyclist, the professional bike fitting certification. And what I'm going to talk about this morning is strengthening for mountain bikers. Back pain is really prevalent in cyclists, and that also extends to mountain bikers as well. So back pain is one of the most prevalent complaints cyclists will have in terms of musculoskeletal pain, and I see that a lot with mountain bikers as well. And so typically we need to get their back stronger. We may have to start with just doing Swiss ball extensions, moving more onto just back extensions, and then ultimately we do want to get to some more sport specific movement patterns. So with mountain biking, our athletic position or descending position is with pedals level, elbows out, a really good hip hinge, and a flat back. And this is a position that most people should be riding in when they're going over aggressive terrain, particularly while they're descending. And so we want to try to recreate that with some therapeutic exercise or strengthening. And what's a great way to do that? Well, it looks pretty similar to a hip hinge or a deadlift position. So deadlifts are a great strengthening exercise for mountain bikers. And we can make that a little bit more specific by doing a variation on a deadlift as well as a barbell row called a pendlay row. So with that, you're going to have them in a wider stance, a wide grip on the bar to mimic the wide grip on the mountain bike, and then maintaining a flat back, keeping their chest flat as well, and then maintaining that deadlift position while doing a row. And a pendlay row is usually with heavier weight. We're going to be bringing the bar down to the floor every single time. We can do a variation on that with lighter weight, where again they maintain that flat back position and then just do repeated rows. If you want to make that a little bit more sport specific, we can do a split stance row. Most people will have a foot position where they like one foot in front of the other when descending. So for myself, that's usually the left foot. So we're going to focus on that. So maintaining that same position and then doing our rows here. If you don't have that equipment in terms of a barbell, you can certainly substitute with kettlebells as well. So coming into that same position and then doing our rows. You can do alternating rows. Again, thinking about the rigors that the mountain biker is going to be going through and needing to control. If we want to get really sport specific, the mountain biker is going to drop their heel on the pedal when they're in that level pedal position for descending. So we can do that split stance with a little bit of a heel drop and then doing our row. So those are just some great examples of what you can do for strengthening with mountain bikers. Again, really is good for strengthening their lower back as well as their upper back and the glutes and hamstrings to really address that common malady of back pain in mountain bikers. Certainly will improve performance as well. So if you're treating mountain bikers with back pain, there certainly are a lot of issues that you can address with just a proper bike fit. So making sure that the tilt of the saddle is appropriate to allow them some freedom of movement in the lumbosacral junction, as well as making sure that the cockpit isn't too cramped. But beyond that, we do need to add in some strengthening for most people and really getting after the lower back and the upper back. Again, that pendlay row version of a deadlift and barbell row is a great exercise for that. So any questions you have, feel free to put it in the comments. If you are looking for CEUs still this year, there are a lot of ice courses still going forward until the end of the year. Check out ptonice.com as well as their online versions too. Have a great Friday, everyone, and I hope you get outside.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.